Well, not really. I mean, when it comes to like folks, jazz is so prominent there. There's so many acts that come over. They host the International Jazz Day, um, which it often like makes me scratch my head a little bit with regards to what's actually happening in Russia compared as opposed to what we're doing and how they embrace jazz. And there's so many really good jazz musicians over there. And the Moscow or the Igor Voutman Jazz Ensemble is very good. Some really really good players. Um, but oftentimes when I would travel, I would wonder like certain places you would see and it's like wow, this is it was very interesting in maybe the levels of poverty in a way. I'm not sure, in that sense, but I just found it really interesting. But the people were so welcoming, so welcoming. I remember going to Yekaterinburg and I was getting a tour of the little village and they had a street market and a very old Russian lady came and just as exactly what you would see on TV with the scarf around her head and she came and she touched my hair and she touched my hand and I'm like, wow, and I was being told that she never saw someone of my skin complexion, or even my hair, and so on. So throughout that town, no matter where I went, people were staring, but it wasn't that stare of fear or malicious kind of stuff. The people were just like just intrigued by what they were seeing. Every concert, I would get a lot of flowers. At every concert, they would bring a lot of flowers. And you would have people line up to greet me, to sign autographs, and so on. Um, I really enjoyed Russia, and they always make sure that do you enjoy the food? Can you speak Russian yet? All that kind of stuff. They were so hospitable that I think it maybe just kept me away from what was really happening politically, even though you couldn't. It wasn't that out of sight in that sense. Um, so I just kind of like let me come here and do what I do, and then we can go on from there.